Shemai, I'm going to take a look at this today. It's described as a guitar bow and it's been sent to me to see if it'll work with a ukulele. Now originally, when the company contacted me to say would I be interested in trying the guitar bow, I've heard of the e-bow or the electronic bow before now, which works with electric guitars and basses. So I really wasn't sure what they were going to send me. And, if I think of the word bow, I think of something like this. I'm a long time cello, double bass player. I've even taught violin. So say the word bow, I think of that. So I think we better find out what exactly this is. I have had this a little while. The company that sent it sent me an email afterwards as well saying they weren't sure if it was going to work or not. So there's only one way to find out. So first of all, what is in the box? Okay, we have got, dropping everything everywhere, little instruction pamphlet. Then there's the box there. I might as well get the bow out to start with because then the other things will become more apparent. I have actually looked at this, but I haven't done anything with it at all. So inside the bag, we have this. That is the bow. Now, let me just have a closer look a minute. Just to give you an idea, we've got a plastic end by here. It seems to be some kind of metal, I'm not sure what, maybe aluminium frame to it. And then this bit, the black bit, really is hair, okay, as in like when I just showed you a double bass bow. So I'm really not sure how this is going to work. I better read the instructions very quickly, but before I do that, let's see what else is in the box. So we have got a cleaning cloth, great. We have got, as I said, I have looked inside the box and I thought, what, when I opened this? Because as soon as I opened it, I knew what it was. It is rosin. Okay, it's the stuff you put on your regular bows, back and forth like this. So somehow I've got to work out how to put the rosin on to the bow. And then suddenly the cleaning cloth becomes a lot more apparent. Now, anybody who knows me know I hate sticky hands. I genuinely do. So yeah, cleaning cloth, very handy. Now, yeah, I've played cello, double bass for decades and decades. You use rosin or resin on those. But the difference is where you play the bow, you don't touch with your fingers, okay? So yeah, I'm not sure which ukulele I'm going to trust this with, but I need to figure out how this goes on there. I just realised now inside the box there's a little bit of sandpaper, basically, okay? Anything else? A screwdriver, right. Hang on. Right, I'm laughing reading the instructions because in 40 odd years of playing string instruments, I've never actually used sandpaper. I've always sort of scuffed it a little bit and got it on the bow. But according to this, I need to use a screwdriver to adjust the hair, presumably to make it tighter. Use sandpaper to roughen up the rosin. Wipe horsehair with rosin. Yeah, I get all of that. And then it's going to be the actual playing bit. I'm not convinced about how well this hair will work with nylon strings. Right, how do we tighten this up? Okay, there seems to be a hole in the end. What happens if I put it in and turn? Not a huge amount, but then again, the hair does seem quite tight on here. Yeah, actually, that does seem to have gone a little bit tighter. Right, the rosin or the resin, the sticky bit. Ooh. Okay, that has certainly worked. It's not something I've ever thought about doing, using sandpaper on rosin. Then they said, wipe the horsehair. Yeah, this bit I understand, I get completely. They did actually mention in their email as well, they'd noticed that I was a double bass player and thought this might be a good idea. Right, okay, so suddenly now, I don't know if you'll see, but there is certainly some white powder on that. The residue is on there. And what it does, it just sort of makes sure that there's a little bit of stickiness so that the bow, as you pull it across the string, makes the string vibrate and makes a sound. That's the whole principle of string instruments. Right, okay. Right, we have white on both sides. Okay, I'm not going to use one of my bestest ukuleles. In fact, when I first mentioned this to Jude, she went, oh, I've got some old ukes you can try. I've got plenty as well. So, there is a reason why I've chosen this one. It might become more apparent in a minute, but apparently you then... Now, how you're meant to hold the ukulele and use a bow, I'm not sure, but I'll give it a go. It's got, obviously the hair is both sides. Yeah, this is obviously not designed for a ukulele because you don't really have very much width. You could hear there, I was sort of... That's not the door knocking, that's me hitting the back of the uke. Oh, actually... You can see I have obviously not ever practiced using a bow on a ukulele. Now, as I said, there's a reason I have chosen this particular one because it's got a low G on it, which is a metal wound string. Now, let's see if it makes any difference with that. Yes. Yeah, okay, so, right, guitar bow, it does work on a ukulele, not very well, because you haven't got the sort of depth of the body to go back and forth. It definitely works much better, I don't want to touch that now, sticky, definitely works much better on a round wound string or a metal string. But not brilliantly on the nylon strings. So there we have it. That is the guitar bow. The company that sent it to me is Naomi.pro. Okay, right, well, I've proved that it is possible to play Smoke on the Water on a ukulele with a guitar bow, but it's not the best instrument to play with because you haven't got the sort of depth of the body, and it definitely works better with metal strings rather than nylon. So thank you, Naomi.pro, for sending me a guitar bow. I think I have probably proved my point though. I don't think they're designed for ukuleles, so no, I can't recommend you dash out and get one of these to work with your ukes. Maybe if you play guitar as well, I don't know. But if you're like me and you really, really, really don't like sticky fingers, this again is probably not the thing for you. Right, I'm off to clean my ukulele. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.